Hello, kiddos of grade 6. How are you doing? Hope you are very fine. I am also fine and glad. And once again, I welcome you all to the world of English. And today I stand here to give you clear instructions, guidance. I am here to help you how to write answers for workbook paragraph questions for the lesson The 1000 Gold Coins. Right? Already we have finished off regular lesson for this unit 1. Right? Clever Tenali Ramakrishna lesson is over and we have finished paragraph questions for third lesson also. Now in our previous video we have finished the 1000 gold coins. Have you gone through the video, dear children? Hope you have watched the video and you have understood everything. And before we start answering the questions for these paragraph questions, I would like to remind the story that we have discussed in the previous video. Right? In the beginning of the story, there was a person named Nasruddin, and what was his habit? He had a habit of praying aloud. And what happens whenever he prays loudly? The man who lives in the next door, the nearby person or a neighbor, used to listen Nasruddin's prayer every day. And what was Nasruddin's prayer? He used to pray God to give him 1000 gold coins, and he does not like to take even if one is lesser than the 1000. Right? He exactly wanted 1000 gold coins from the God. If one is lesser, then he was not going to take that gold coins. This is the prayer that he was continuously, constantly doing to God. He was praying God like that he wanted 1000 gold coins. If one is less, then he was not ready to take that. And every day his neighbor was listening this prayer that was being done by Nasruddin. And one day he got a thought. Suppose, if God had given him 999 gold coins, would he take it? This is the doubt, suspect that the neighbor got. And as he got that suspect, he thought of a plan. He decided to throw a bag that contained 999 gold coins, 999 coins. And he wanted to see if Nasruddin would take these gold coins or not, because one is lesser. He exactly wanted 1000 from God, but now neighbor wanted to check his honesty, if he is really honest, if he would really take the bag that contains only 999 gold coins. So as he thought, he had done. What did the neighbor do? He had thrown a bag of gold coins in front of Nasruddin's house. And as soon as Nasruddin found the bag of gold in front of his house, he took that with much happiness. And then he started counting that, but there were only 999 coins. What should Nasruddin do as per his prayer? What did he pray God? If one is less than 1000, then I would not like to take that gift from you, God. This is the prayer that he had done. He entered exactly 1000. If one is less, he does not want that. Now what happened? A bag was thrown in front of Nasruddin's house by the neighbor. He did not throw 1000 coins, but one less than 1000. Right? One less than 1000. It means 999 coins bag was thrown by the neighbor just to check if Nasruddin would take or not. That is the intention why the neighbor threw the bag. And as soon as Nasruddin found, he realized that it is one less than 1000, and then he accepted that. Actually in prayer every day, he thought he had done that he would not take, but when he found that bag in front of his house, he accepted that. And he was shocked now. Who was shocked? The neighbor was shocked. Actually, he thought that Nasruddin would not consider the gift, would not receive the gift, because it is one less than 1000. There are no 1000 coins. So according to his prayer, the neighbor thought that Nasruddin would not take his gift. But what happened here? Reverse. He had accepted. Now neighbor was shocked because he thought Nasruddin would not accept, but he accepted and he lost his 999 gold coins. How would it be? Right? Imagine or put yourself in the place of neighbor. You have thrown 999 coins in front of Whose house? Nasruddin's house. And you thought your friend Nasruddin would not take the gift, but he had taken. How would you feel after losing 999 gold coins? How would you feel? It would be much difficult, right? You will be so shocked and worried. You will be under depression for losing such coins. And he also felt the same, and immediately he went to the house of Nasruddin, and then he told everything. He asked a question. Dear Nasruddin, why did you accept this gift? You have to reject this gift, right? Then immediately Nasruddin told, why should I reject this gift? Because I have prayed God every day. All day long I have been praying for the God to give me a gift, a bag of gold that contains 1,000 gold coins, but he heard my prayers. He gifted me with the bag which contains 999 coins. I am satisfied with that. Why should I reject that gift, dear neighbor? I am not going to reject that gift. I would admit it. I would accept that gift. Then he became more and more tense, because the gift was not given by God. The gift was given by the neighbor, but Nasruddin thought that only God had given him the gift. Now, neighbor revealed the truth. Dear Nasruddin, God did not give you the bag of gold that contains 999 coins. It is me who threw the bag in your house. It's me who had thrown the bag in front of your house. So please give back my bag that contains gold coins, because I wanted to see if you would receive. If the bag has only 999, that's all. I did not want to leave. I did not want to lose my gold coins. So please return my bag, because I have thrown it. But what happened? Nasruddin did not believe his words. He did not want to lose his gift. He assured that. He again told that that's your fault. I don't believe that you have really thrown the bag. It was really given to me by God. God listened my prayers. God answered my prayers, and he had given me these gold coins, not you. Just go away from here. Don't argue with me. This is the reaction of Nasruddin. But neighbor was shocked, and then he asked him to come to court to discuss who is right and who is wrong by judge. And then when our neighbor invited Nasruddin to the court, he told that he was not feeling ill. Then immediately neighbor offered his horse for him to come to the court. And after that, Nasruddin told that he had not had good robes, good cloths to wear to appear in front of the judge. Then what happened? Immediately neighbor offered him a brand new coat that he has. Now neighbor gave him bag of coins, neighbor gave him the horse to attend court, and neighbor gave him the new coat to appear in front of the judge. And then both of them met at the court. And what happened in the court? First, neighbor explained the whole story. The prayer done by Nasruddin and bag thrown by himself, and judge listened everything. And then Nasruddin started speaking. Nasruddin told judge that dear judge, he had always he had that habit of telling other people things as his own. He even tells that the horse which I rode belonged to him. He even tells that the coat I was wearing belongs to him. So don't believe him, Your Honor. He was telling like that. Actually, the owner of the horse was neighbor. He had given that horse to Nasruddin to attend court as he was not feeling well. But in front of judge, he was acting smartly. The horse which I have ridden to come to court belongs to him, but don't believe him. The coat I was wearing belongs to him. He says like that, but whenever he says, don't believe, Your Honor. Then immediately neighbor told, Your Honor, the coat belongs to me, the horse belongs to me. I have given him to ride to the court. I have given him to wear a brand new coat to appear in front of you. Don't believe his words, the neighbor told. But however, the judge believed only Nasruddin's words, and he dismissed the case by giving that bag of gold, horse and coat to Nasruddin, and he was so shocked because he was the owner of all these three, but he lost all his things. And who became the owner as per law, legally? Nasruddin became the owner. And then after the court scene, both of them came out, and in front of the court, neighbor was begging Nasruddin to have mercy upon him. He was requesting Nasruddin to be kind to him, because Nasruddin knows that it was thrown by a neighbor. So he wanted to teach his neighbor a lesson. That is why he had acted that God had given the bag of gold for him. So after begging continuously, after neighbor begging continuously, he told not to intervene, not to interrupt others, or not to involve, not to interfere in others' things. See, that is the moral that we are getting in this story. We should not interfere with others' incidents, others' stories, others' life, because everyone's life is different and they will have their own problems in their life, but we should not intervene into others' life. See, when Nasruddin was praying, that is up to him to pray, how loud he can pray or how slow he can pray. It is not the responsibility of neighbor to check if he is praying loud or if he is not praying loud, right? So he interfered, he involved himself in the life of Nasruddin, but he did not like that. So to teach him a lesson, he acted like that. But however, finally he had returned all the belongings of neighbor to himself, and the neighbor felt very happy, and from that time he decided not to intervene, not to interfere with the matters of others. So this was the story that we discussed in the lesson, the 1000 gold coins. Hope you have understood with this summary. And let us move on to material, page number 22, where you can find paragraph questions for this lesson, the 1000 gold coins, the fourth paragraph, right? Because first, third belongs to the clever Tenali Ramakrishnan. We have already discussed, and hope you have written those paragraph answers there. Let us begin today's session with the fourth paragraph. It was Nasruddin's dialogue first. What was it? Who said that this is your money? This money has been sent to me by God. God has given me. And the neighbor, what did he say? It was I who threw the bag into your house. Then Nasruddin's reaction. God chose you to do his work. Now please go away. You have not given me the bag. Then neighbor, I won't go anywhere without the money, without my bag, without my coins. And then Nasruddin, it's not your money. I tell you again and again, it's not your money. And then neighbor, okay, let us meet in the court. So this is the paragraph given. Let us move on to the questions. How much money did Nasruddin get? 999 coins, right? How did he get? They are thrown by neighbor, the person who lives next to Nasruddin. Let us move on to a second question. How did Nasruddin get the money? I have just told the answer. Nasruddin got the money from the neighbor. But according to Nasruddin, he got that money from God as a gift. Gift for his prayers, right? So how did Nasruddin get the money? The money, or the bag that contains 999 coins, was thrown away by Nasruddin's neighbor, and in that way Nasruddin got the money. Let us move on to C, third question. Why did the neighbor take Nasruddin to the court? Because to get his coins back, he had thrown the bag of coins in Nasruddin's house, but he did not accept to give back that to the neighbor. So in order to get back his bag and horse and then coat, Nasruddin was asked to come to attend the court, right? Next, let us move on to the next question, D. Why was Nasruddin sure? Nasruddin believed. Sure means to believe, to trust, to have faith. He had faith. He believed that God sent him the money. Why did he believe that only God had sent him the money? It's because of only one reason, because he had a habit of praying God daily, and daily he had prayed for the money, so he believed that God only had sent him the money that he found in front of his house. Let us move on to the last question, E. Did they go to the court? It is yes or no question, beginning with helping verb and ending with question mark, right? Did they? Here they refers to both neighbor and Nasruddin. Did they go to court? Yes, obviously, undoubtedly they went to court, and in front of judge, both of them told their arguments, right? Their own stories to the judge, and finally judge decided that the belongings belong to Nasruddin, not the neighbor, right? Okay, let us move on to the next paragraph, paragraph number 5, which you can find in page number 23. The first one, neighbor's dialogue. Oh, you are looking very happy. And then Nasruddin, yes, God has heard my prayers. What was his prayer? To give him money, because he desperately needs money. He was under utmost need of money. He need urgently money. He need the money under any circumstances. And when he was in need, the money was given by the God according to Nasruddin. Okay. Yes, God had heard my prayers. He looks into the sky. Nasruddin looked into the sky. Oh God, thank you for giving the money. Thank you for the coins. And then neighbor, how did you accept them? Don't accept because you prayed for 1,000 but you found only 999. So don't accept. How can you accept the coins? This was the question asked by neighbor to Nasruddin. And hope you have understood the given incident there. Let us move on to the questions. First one, A. Why was Nasruddin happy? Because God had heard his prayers according to him. And then he found a bag of coins in front of his bag. In front of his house there was a bag. Okay. Let us move on to the next question. B. How many coins were there in the bag? It's very simple. 1 less than 1,000. Or you can write 9,999 coins are there in the bag. 999 coins. It is 1 less than 1,000 coins. Okay. And then next question, the third one. What did Nasruddin ask God for? Nasruddin asked God to give him 1,000 coins. Right? If one is lesser, then he was not ready to take that gift from God. He wanted exactly 1,000 coins from God. That is the only thing he asked for. Let us move on to fourth question, D. To whom did the bag of coins belong? As per the truth, according to the situation that had taken place in the story, we can easily predict that the bag of coins belonged to neighbor, because it was the neighbor who threw the bag in Nasruddin's house. Let us move on to the last question of fifth paragraph. Why was the bag thrown in Nasruddin's house? Because the neighbor was so curious. He was so anxious to see if Nasruddin would take that bag of coins that has only 999 coins. Right? Because with God, he had made a statement. He had made a oath. He promised that he would take only 1,000 coins back. That is why he got more curiosity. What happens if I throw 999 coins? Would he take or not? So as he was so curious to check if Nasruddin would accept the gift of 999 coins, he had thrown bag in Nasruddin's house. So this is the reason why the bag was thrown in Nasruddin's house. You have to write correct answer for that question after listening the video. Let us move on to sixth paragraph. Here Nasruddin, he was speaking with honorable judge. Your honor, next he will say that this coat that I was wearing belonged to him, the neighbor. Yes, your honor, that coat belongs to him because he told me that he does not have a good robes, good cloths to wear. That is why I have lent him to wear this brand new coat. But judge did not believe. And then Nasruddin, do you see how it is, your honor? Judge, I do indeed. It means I know truly, really. It is clear to me that the bag of money too belongs to you, dear Nasruddin. Who gave this judgment? Judge. Neighbor, not mine. Oh God, I am ruined, I am spoiled, I am destroyed by myself. I lost everything. Judge, the case is dismissed. It means the case is closed because the judgment has been given. So this is the incident described in the above paragraph. Let us move on to the questions. Number 1, A. Who won the case? Obviously and undoubtedly Nasruddin won the case with his wit, talent and intelligence. Let us move on to B. Whom did the judge give the bag to? The judge gave the bag to Nasruddin because judge believed that Nasruddin was innocent. And who was the accused now? Who was the convicted neighbor? Let us move on to a third question. See, whose court was it? As per judgment, it belongs to Nasruddin's, but as per the truth, the incident that happened in the story, it belongs to neighbor. So write neighbor as answer. Okay, whose court was it? It was neighbor's court indeed. And then D, what else did the neighbor give Nasruddin? What else did the neighbor give Nasruddin? Neighbor gave Nasruddin bag of coins, and then coat, and then horse. You should write all three things together. Neighbor gave Nasruddin bag of coins, comma, coat and horse. Three things were given to Nasruddin by his neighbor. Let us move on to the last one. E, whose bag was it actually? Actually, it was neighbor's bag, not Nasruddin's bag, because neighbor had thrown that bag into the home of abode of Nasruddin. But Nasruddin did not believe neighbor's words. He thought God had sent that gift as the answer from God. Okay, so with this we have come to end of paragraph questions for this lesson, and we have come to end of this unit also. Of course, you have some more paragraphs in page number 24 and 25, but those passages are not from our lessons. They are unseen passages out of textbook, and you need to go through those paragraphs and answer on your own. Okay, once schools get opened, I will give explanations for those paragraphs also. And with this we have come to end of this unit also. Unit 1 is over, right? We have discussed 3 lessons as part of unit 1, and hopefully in the upcoming classes, in the upcoming sessions, we are going to commence unit 2 first lesson. So be ready for that, and have a watch all the videos once again that belong to unit 1. Hope you have understood everything. Let us meet in the next class with another lesson. Have a nice day, children.